Hey everyone, so today I'm doing my final review on my Glamour House of Hair Flirt from their Russian Romance collection. And it's been a while. I think it's been at least 6 weeks, if not closer to 8. I don't know. But I'm going to do my final review on this hair because I need to take my braids down and wear my own hair for a while. Yeah, I need a break. So this is what it looks like right now. I actually have some Cantu shea butter on it, and it's about 3 days old. No, 4 days old, my bad, 4 days old. I will start with the pros. This hair took color very, very well, as you can see. It did take color very well, and the color didn't destroy the hair like it does with some hair. The curl pattern is beautiful. After wearing it more and more, conditioning and brushing it, then the curls started separating more because initially they were very defined and clumped together. So it started looking more natural over time. And it got a little bit more movement over time. And I want to say too, it has to do with products because I initially wasn't using any product at all, and sometimes I would spray a little silicone mix on it, and then when I used the Cantu shea butter, it started feeling better and looking better. So, but I'll talk more about that in a minute. As far as manageability, another pro is it doesn't tangle too much, and it's very easy to detangle when it's wet. Shedding is average. Shedding is what I expect from kinky curly hair, and it only sheds when it's wet and being detangled. It doesn't shed when I'm doing this, so that's a pro for me because it doesn't have excessive shedding. I don't know, I like it. That's another pro. Cons, let's talk about cons. It's dry. That's my main con, is it is dry. Okay, look at it. I didn't put any serum or anything on it, and with the Cantu shea butter on it, it's definitely not as bad as it is without it, but y'all, it gets dry. And I mean, it feels dry, so I find myself putting well, I can't say, when I put the Cantu on it, it feels much better. So that's almost a solution for the problem, but it still feels a little dry. And I think putting a little a sealant on it after the Cantu shea butter will make it feel even better to combat the dryness. But that's my only main con about the hair, and other than that, it's actually been really great. Oh, one more con, I don't know if you'd call it a con, it's a con for me, is the wefts are really dense. And so that means I have to either use more hair than I want to or space it out a lot in the back. I ended up using a lot more hair because I don't want spaces, because I was going to pull it up into a ponytail. But I mean, that wasn't a deal breaker. It wasn't a big problem. It's just a matter of either having gaps or using more hair than you really want to use and having to thin it out or layer it. Another pro, it's really versatile. I do love the way that I'm able to manipulate it. Con about that though is it holds its pattern. It's really hard to get out of the pattern. I did a braid out, and after I did the braid out, it shrunk back up. So I'm gonna try to twist out with it later after I take my break and wear my own hair, and I'll come back and show you guys that. But aside from all of that, I mean, it's really great. I love it. It's beautiful. It's so easy to blend with my hair with just a simple 2-strand twist. Even blending my edges, which my edges never blend well, but they blend perfectly with this hair. For some reason, it was just really easy to blend. Like the match with my own hair was perfect. So as you guys can see, it's on a double part bossy wig, but I fell in love with the middle part. The side part's not my favorite, so what I did was I took the combs in the side part and hooked them together so that it stays in the middle part, and that's how I wear it. So yeah, but I really love this hair. I'm going to be wearing this a lot because it's a beautiful texture and it's really, really easy to take care of. I'm able to go about, I want to say at least like a whole week, like 7 days before I have to wet it again. Yeah, I'm playing with it because that's just what I do. I have to go at least, I can go at least a whole week, 7 days before I have to co-wash it and detangle it again. And that's with the help of the Cantu. When I was just using the silicone mix, it didn't last as long. It really doesn't have much nape tangling. Let me see. You can see a little piece here that tangled 2 days ago, and so I pulled it out, and that's why the curls aren't defined anymore. But aside from this one little piece right here, I'm not getting the tangling in the nape. You can see the curls in the nape are still really defined, and they still look good. So that's definitely a plus with this hair. And even the hair in the back, it's been colored as well. So what else? As far as maintenance, what I do is I've actually only washed this hair with shampoo twice. I co-wash it about once a week. And what I do is I take the hair and I wet it, and then I put some water and silicone mix in this bottle right here. And that's what's in here now. And then after I wet the hair and rinse it out really good, then I spray it down with this. Scrunch it, brush it out, detangle, and then I rinse it out and let it dry. I either let it dry with this left in it. That's what I initially was doing. Then I started applying the Cantu Shea Butter leave-in, this, to the hair while it's still wet, and let it dry with that in it. And this is the result of that after several days. And I actually love, that's the maintenance for it. Really easy. This makes the hair feel good. It doesn't leave a residue on it. Doesn't feel heavy or greasy. You see the curls, they define really well with this. And so this would be my recommended product for this hair. The silicone mix works really well too, and it's really, really good for detangling and conditioning it. Because when you have a hair that's like this, as a kinky curly, you need silicone. Because it's been processed. So while natural products and good moisturizing products may help the hair, you need a silicone because the processed hair is coated with silicone, and eventually it's going to wear off, it's going to wash off. So that's why I use a silicone mix, and I use it regularly because that's going to make your hair last longer. It can be curly textures. So I think the silicone mix is essential. It's an essential tool to have when you have hair, this particular hair, the Flirt, or any other kinky curly, as well as the Cantu Shea Butter is perfect for this hair from my experience. Blending my edges, I just use the Cantu Shea Butter on my own natural hair every 3 or 4 days. I just spray my hair with the Joico Moisture Recovery Leave-In Moisturizer, and then I put a little of the Cantu Shea Butter on my hair. I don't use a comb or brush, nothing. I just run my fingers through it, and then I do a 2-strand flat twist. Let it dry, and then take the twist down and tuck, and that's what I get. That's where I get this from. And I do 1 twist on this side of the part all the way down, 1 twist on this side of the part all the way down, and to blend my leave out in the back, which you can't see right now because it's tucked under the wig. I do the same thing from this point, 1 twist this way, and from behind this ear, 1 twist that way. And my leave out usually lasts me for 3 to 4 days. Because this is, well, I just retwisted it today, but before today I had it in for 3 days. Yeah, 3 days. And that includes me working out. I use the Save Your Dew. I leave it out. I don't retwist it. I use the Save Your Dew. I don't take the wrap off until it's dry. And then after I take the wrap off, I mean, it's still fine, and I just tie it up at night. As you know, this is installed on a BOSSY Wig, so I take it off every night. I don't sleep in it. So I can't give you maintenance tips on sleeping in it. I do not suggest sleeping in it because it will turn into a rat's nest. I'm not going to lie to you guys, because I equate sleeping in it to me putting it in my backpack, because I've had to travel with it. So I put it in my backpack to do photo shoots and things. And it tangles because it's kind of all mashed down, which is what you're doing when you're sleeping on it. So it's going to be much more difficult to maintain, as well as maintaining your leave out when you have it sewn on or when you're sleeping in it, because you have to refresh it in the morning, you have to make sure it's tied up properly, you have to make sure you detangle it more often, and so it's likely not going to last as long. That's actually it. Yeah, that's it. That is it. I did a braid out video. I will have that posted soon. And I'm gonna do a twist out video later within the next few weeks after my break is over. Yeah, and that's it. So hopefully you found this video helpful. As far as my opinion on the hair, I'm not telling anybody to buy it or not buy it, but I'm telling you that I really like it. And that's because I love kinky textures, as you can see. It's so easy for me. So I really do like it. And once again, it's from glamourhouseofhair.com. It's from the Russian Romance collection, and it is Flirt. The Flirt pattern, and this is 3.5 bundles. Two, and it's like 2 3/4 bundles, and it's been colored and cut. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.